everyone. Good morning. It's 9:05. I just been slow rolling here. Make sure my mic's okay. Right now we are on May 28th, so that makes us day 39. So 21 days left on the visa, minus about 3 days because I want that cushion zone. Anyway, I went ahead and pulled up the distance I'll be traveling to get all the way down to the very southern tip of Phuket is what I put in, and then down to the border. And it looks like it's coming up. The border that I put in was the Wang Pershan boundary post. So I'll put the name in down below here. Looks like 638 kilometers, so that's really good. If you divide that into 20 days, it's only like 30 kilometers a day that I would need, give or take, and still make it there within the 20 day, time limit. But like I said, I always like to at least put 3 days on my cushion on my visa because of what happened last time there in Cambodia. If I would have been on the last day, I would have been paying the fine or whatever because I wouldn't have been able to do an extension. I guess, I would have had to find a travel agency, and they don't really do that type. I don't know how fast they could actually process that. I know there's some 1 or 2 day processing type things, but for extending your visa. But I'm just glad I had those extra days. So from that lesson, I decided never to be less than about 3 days cushion. Okay, so that's the 638. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a lot more than that because the better I am on time, the more I can take an extra day off here or there, right? So if I was to do 60 every day, I could still take 1 day on, 1 day off. But I just feel like kind of knocking out 100, and then take a break, for a day or two somewhere like down in Phuket. I'll probably for sure want to stay a few days. And there's even an island right next to it, Koyo Yai or something. I don't know if that's a feasible island to go visit, but I don't really want to be doing any water crossings. The only reason to Phuket, you can get there on bridge. So there's nothing I would actually have to be paying for ferries and stuff like that. It's not that I can't afford it. It's just, it's not budget friendly. It really isn't. So it's like extra expenditures for doing something that, if I can avoid those costs, I will. What was else was I going to add? Oh, so there's a hostel 78 kilometers from here. No, 76 kilometers from here. It's a $7 hostel, and right next to it there's an $8 hostel, and then everything else is above $10. Just how it's been. So traveling and having these structures, the bus stops, have been really nice, and actually very nice. Meaning, these are about as good as any hostel, I was saying. I had a very comfortable night last night. I have earplugs for that, and I have eye shades that I always carry around. So, yeah, it was just a really nice. And when I stay in these, I don't have to worry about pre-planning anything. I can just go, and I don't have to look for it. Remember how I said I have that night blindness? Basically, my eyesight stinks in the dark. Well, I don't have to worry about that when these are around because they're just right along the road and they're very easy to see. And anyway, these are awesome options. So if you guys are ever wondering, you can wake up in the morning, you don't have to run around, And the only people that usually I see here are people trying to get out of the rain or once in a while someone actually waiting for a bus, but I don't really, those little small bus cars or whatever they are. But I don't see that too frequently. I think I've seen that a total about maybe 4 times, that I've actually paid attention to. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them I overlooked and just wasn't paying attention. And a few of those people hiding from the rain could have actually been waiting for a ride. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go. It's 9. It's a little past 9, and I'm about ready to hit the road. Oh, someone mentioned was it Kratten the other day? They're like, I guess they missed the episode where I purchased some Kratten. It was funny because Kratten is pretty well everywhere down here. It's like if you go into like the 7-Elevens, you see ginseng and Red Bull are like super big. I mean, everybody's popping nose like they're going out of style. But Kratten is too. But it's one of those things that you have to go to the farmer's market or the outdoor market and just find someone that's actually selling it. You can pick it yourself, but honestly, it's like every leaf almost look like the mango leaf almost looks the same with this. So if you don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like. Usually the stem is actually red. Now why do I got this? Is because I was actually going, hey, it'd be nice with some Kratten, just something to chew on. You have to be careful because it has the same effects as like an opiate. It's like I said, at small doses, it's a stimulus, but so is any type of narcotic. And that's what it is. Ginseng's a narcotic, caffeine's a narcotic, anything that alters your perception or the way you feel is a narcotic, and anything at small doses that makes you feel good is going to be a stimulant, right? I mean, alcohol was a stimulant for me, but so it has almost identical like effects as a painkiller. So if you take too many, you can nod off riding a bicycle, And that's kind of what happened to me last time. Is I don't really chew them that much, but I was like, so I chewed too much, and like these go really good with oranges and stuff like that. But I chewed too much, and I started like, after the effects kind of wear off, then you get like super tired, like to the point of like, so. This time I'm going to be a lot more careful. So, yeah, I was going down the street and I'm like, is that a big old bag of Kratten? It was in a clear bag. I switched them out, but yeah. I mean, it was just laying on alongside the road. So that's what they're usually sold in handfuls about like this. And they're fairly cheap, 20 baht, so, 60 cents, for a big handful. Like, I know people love to make tea out of them, and I haven't tried the tea yet. Most of the locals I see, they just chew it like, just like you would with any type of chewing tobacco or anything. But anyway, yeah, it's just, so because he mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, I never mentioned that. I should at least show that like on video, hey, look what I found on the ground. It's just, this is, only been doing this for around 4 months. So sometimes pulling out the camera and filming something as it's happening is not like my first reactionary. And it really should be, because there's a lot of stuff I really wish I would have had you guys seen, like my glasses going missing. I should have filmed the fact that I actually had a little bit of drama there where I lost my glasses. I'm not sure. Yeah, and actually I left them behind once where I had to turn around and go all the way back to get them. And then all the way back, and I don't think I filmed that. So, yeah. So certain things like this, ground score. That's what we call a ground score, is when you find something useful or of value on the ground for free. So that's my ground score. All right, guys. I think I've been rambling long enough. Yeah, 10 minutes. I'm going to get out there, and the weather looks good right now. I haven't checked it yet, so I'll check it before I go. But even if it does rain, I'm just going to push through it. Yesterday, at first, when I was hiding from the rain, it was just like it was slowing me down. And then when I decided to just give up and just go through it and ignore it, and well, you can't really ignore rain, but it became very enjoyable, man. It was a nice, warm. It was like taking a bicycle ride through a shower. You know what I'm saying? A really long shower, but so it was nice. Is what I'm saying. It was warm. The only bad part is at the end of the day, being uh, swamp logged the whole day. You know, being soaked. You get that wet dog smell, and yeah, like right now I'm just hanging my underwear off the back of my bike just so they'll dry out. You know, so yeah, I'm going commando right now. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hit the road and yeah, start pedaling. Let's go. Okay, one last look, and it is 9:23 official start time. Starting the Strata app. All right, we're ready to go. Well, an elephant. Actually, that was kind of neat to see an elephant alongside the road. And I actually mean right alongside the road. I'll mark this down. This is going to be a sanctuary or something. Anyway, yeah, I'm just driving and I was like, oh, there's an elephant down there in the ditch. So I got to get on Google Maps to see what it is. All right. Huh. Hey, what's up, guys? It's 2:09 right now. I just dropped by the Mr. DIY. I figured I'd stop in. I was actually gonna stop in for some sandpaper and actually see if they got like little sticker letterings. I was gonna put American Hobo on my bicycle just to flare it up, but I didn't see anything. I was looking for something I could do, something like either sticker letters or maybe a stencil with some spray paint or something and sandpaper the paint off and do it that way. But it just didn't have anything that would work out. So while I was in here, I picked up a little waterproof thing for my phone, which was what was that? 29. So like 29 baht, which is a little less than 90 cents. And I needed one of these to clean off everything, like my chain and my gears. Lots of like buildup of like sand and grime and stuff like that, and you can feel it grinding, all that stuff, especially after all the mud and rain. So I want to do a good cleaning of the chain just so it's not so so rough riding. This was actually, how much was this? Looks like 21. So 21.63 cents. And one more thing I purchased. This was actually a big item. So I've only been camping for 2 nights, and I already went through 3 10,000s and half of my 50,000 power banks. So I still have 50% on my 50,000, and I actually have 120,000 that's tucked away in my camera bag. But I ran across this one. These are kind of harder to find. I went ahead and purchased this. It's a 30,000 milliamp hour power bank. It's the reason why it was only 590, so that's like $17.70. 590, so that's actually a fairly good deal, since the 10,000s usually run around $13 each, $14, 15, but like I think most of the 10,000 ones I ran into out here were between I think 12 or 13 bucks. Yeah, I bought that because I'm trying to find a balance somewhere on the power that's actually being eaten up between just charging my Bluetooth headphones, my camera, and my phone. So I haven't found that sweet spot for the perfect balance yet. Small and, so anyway, I just wanted to share that since that was a purchase. And it looks like I got 31 kilometers to go before I'm actually at the Riverside Guest House. So it's 2:12 now. Yeah, I'm just going to start pedaling and get there. All right, guys. Hi ho, hi ho. So I guess I never said where I was at. I'm in Tula Paw. Yeah, I saw that they had a Mr. DIY, so I decided to stop. Saw that battery bank, and the 30,000s they're not real easy to find. I saw one once, and then I never saw one again for quite a bit, until right then, actually. And I'm trying to find that balance, like I said. 2 issues. I would like to stay out more, do more camping, but trying to do the day-to-day uploading requires me to have a Wi-Fi. So even if I do have the power source and I find the perfect balance where I can stay out for 3-4 days, I still have to figure out how I can try and figure out how to upload my videos. And so Cafe Amazon, their Wi-Fi stinks. That was basically the final decision on that one. Is they just weren't a proper option for uploading my videos. I'm gonna run it. I don't like being stuck in red lights. So I'm thinking maybe SIM cards or something like that. If I buy a SIM card that has, I don't know, 10 gigs of data on it, 15 gigs of data or something that's only good for a week or something, maybe I could do all my uploads that way. But honestly, I'm trying to figure out some way that I can stay where I'm not so reliant upon the hostels and the Wi-Fi's and the hotels and all this stuff. And I can do a little more camping like I have been for the last few days here. Anyway, that's why the reason for that purchase. Like I said, I have a bunch of those 10,000s, but I'd rather get rid of those 10,000s and just have my 30,000, my 20,000, and my 50,000 milliamp ones. I think that should be enough for at least 4 nights, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's all experimental. I just hope I don't throw too much money at a problem looking for a solution. I'm just exploring. I decided to see what was on the other side of the bridge. And I went across that one-handed. That's pretty nice on this side. Nice and quiet. All right. Yeah, sometimes I get too wrapped up on just going in a straight line, and I need to actually veer off more often and go explore little side tracks and stuff. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I can always turn around and go back. It is beautiful over here, though. Be a good spot to have a picnic. Okay, here's a situation. I veered off from the 4. Back at Tula Paw, I somehow got off the 4 and started taking a southern route. I'm right by a town called
Tula
Paw. So, yeah, so I guess I'll figure out how to turn, because the hotel or the hostel I'm shooting for is on the 4, so I got to get back over to the 4, and so I'll figure out. Looks like I have a road coming up that'll take me back over to the 4. Not all hope is lost here. Yeah, so if you want to see where I'm at, I'm not sure how well this shows up, but there's the 4. I somehow ended up right there. I'm that blue dot right here. So anyway, I'll go continue on up this road and see if I can find that road that swings off to the right and head westbound on it until I hit the 4 again. So I figured out a game plan. I pulled up a route on Google Maps that actually looks like a pretty good route. It's the 4005. Actually, it's the route that Google chose for me. But I was looking at it. I wasn't sure if it went through any mountainous areas, but it looks like it runs along the rivers and stuff, and all the rivers are going to be more in the flats anyway. So I mean, if there's any hills, I don't think there's going to be anything too bad. But yeah, I got about 30 kilometers. I changed minds on which hostel I'm going to stay in, because when I looked at the ratings, you know, it's funny because it could be good ratings on like booking.com, but then really bad ratings on Google. So they only had like on Booking like a 5 anyway, and anything under 6 usually means bed bugs and, you know, and filth. So yeah, so I was like, yeah, I think I'll pass. But I found one spot that was 2 nights for 11, so we're good on that. Yeah, so it's about 29 kilometers, and yeah, and it looks like a good road to be on. So it's the 4005 for you guys to keep in track. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the road. Say, I'm just right down the street from the hostel. I saw this place, and I had to get a good rain poncho, one that's open on the side so I could breathe underneath and stuff like that. I paid more than I really wanted to, but this was a higher quality, thicker one. 259 baht. So let's just call that $7.50, a little more, $7.80 or something like that. So, yeah. So I got rain gear this time. The way it's been coming down on me, it's kind of unavoidable. If I want to stay dry, I'm gonna have to get rain gear. So yeah, more weight. Something more to carry around. Anyway, I'm just right down the street there. I'm almost to the hostel. There's home sweet home. Complaints not entertained. This is the cheapest room in town. This is what it looks like. Kind of strange layout, but it looks like I only have one roommate, so that's not bad. So I made the 80 some odd kilometers today. Did a little bit of a back street, all that stuff, by accident, but it was a very, very, very nice road to be on. The 4005, I think. Looks like I did 86 and a half kilometers today. Don't know what the Wi-Fi is going to be like here. Like the sign says, they're the cheapest place in town. So I don't even know what this town is, actually. I am dog tired though, and I'm sweaty, dirty, need to take a shower. I booked this for 2 nights. I plan on getting everything uploaded and caught up before I leave here. And I plan on resting a little. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. It was actually a nice trip today. So it didn't rain on me, even though I got the rain gear anyway because it has been raining on me a lot. I decided it's time to stop messing around with these cheap. The one I had it got caught on some thorn bushes or something that I was walking by, and ripped it up pretty good. But I mean, it's still functionable. But it's just the rain gear is it's. I need the poncho, the full poncho on the side to be open. Otherwise, it's just it's Swamp City. Trying to wear rain gear and ride a bicycle is almost pointless because you're just going to get as wet underneath the rain gear as you are if you were just to ride without it. So yeah. So anyway, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm just gonna say goodnight, y'all, because I really do think I'm gonna hit the sack pretty soon, even though the sun's still out. And then, since I have it for 2 days, do the exploring tomorrow, and just spend the time right now uploading what I can upload and editing still. Uh, Yesterday's is pretty well edited. I wanted to put one song in it, like one music thing, but it's already edited, it's ready to go, and then I just had to edit today. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's enough of me boring you guys with my lips flapping. But good night, y'all, and we'll explore something tomorrow. Bye. Go there. Where there, please. Well, it was a last minute decision. I decided to come out and get something to eat, so I took a shower and everything, but I was like, I'm hungry, but I didn't. You saw me, I went into 7-Eleven. I was just like, I can't do 7-Eleven again. Maybe if they had a bigger selection or something, but it's like, there's only so much chicken and rice, you know. I've been eating that like a religion, and I need to do at least noodles and rice, or chicken and noodles this time. And that's what I ordered too, chicken and noodles. Big change up, huh? But anyway, I guess this is just a street fair or something. I didn't bring a mic or anything because I thought I was just gonna go to 7-Eleven, come back and start editing and everything. So yeah, this is just right across the street from me, and honestly, it's just called the Bang Nang Market, and it goes way back that way. Food up front, and then it's just all clothing and merchandise in the back. But so I came back and I was like, I'm hungry. So anyway, guys, yeah, I ordered the chicken, stir-fried yellow noodle, and with chicken in it. So that's and then that's it for the night. It was a good, you know, I've been really enjoying pushing 100 kilometers and stuff like that, and staying at the actual bus stops. I've actually found that very enjoyable because I could push up into the night, and the evening ride is just, I mean, it just feels great. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you so much.
Drink? No drink?
I ended up bringing one. Thank you. Thank you. So I got the stir-fried chicken noodles. They're this was 100, so it's but I noticed that the prices here are a little high on everything. But thank you so much. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna eat and call it a night. I figured I'd just go ahead and, since I was filming this, I might as well tell you I'm eating and then I'm going back to bed. No, going back and going to bed. Alright, guys, peace out. Talk to you tomorrow, or see you tomorrow, or no, I won't. Well, you'll see me tomorrow.